Oh, the recording got really, really long?
Double the size.
Well, let us know once you got the next one up.
It's already going.
Oh, okay. Oh, and I forgot. Tosset did say something out loud, saying she's dead. Well, that's a relief. And your inquisitorial associates have the demon relic. Most impressive. Yes, I believe you've earned this. And that's when he hands it over to Vern.
All right, I'm gonna take a few steps. Well, I'm gonna tell Varna to get the others and keep my gun trained on all three of them.
That pun pisses me off.
That is awesome fun.
All right, Shelby.
That is my hero.
I'm not quite done.
Oh, you're not done? Sorry. Okay.
Actually, no. I'll wait until Vern does something, then I'll act. So I'll probably do my action.
Okay. Shelby.
Pew pew. Oh, you ran. You can't pew pew. I'm gonna make the pew pew sound effect every time she shoots your mind bolt. Or no, but Jess, that's more of a like whoosh, isn't it? Not a pew pew. Oh, okay, so it's a little bit more of a pew pew. If you watch westerns, it's definitely a pew pew.
I see Varna snaps out of it with the assistance of Trios. She's just still praying, basically.
Okay, I'm going to use my held action to yell at her and try and command her.
Okay, give me a roll. Oh, very nice. Where is my super suit? That'll be enough for her to snap out of it and say, "Yes, sir," straight away.
Oh, that's funny.
Talia will once again tell Kieran to just get down, find the others. Alex, go get Jane.
And you probably hear the two Carnodon shots at that point.
All right, Alex?
Fly.
Alex.
We need pilots?
Mm-hmm. Okay, you may move up to 36.
And with that 36, I land right there.
Wait, why wouldn't you just fly to her?
I don't think I can get right there, can I?
No, it will have to be another turn before you can move the rest of the distance.
But
Yeah,
even
that's a stairwell. I don't think I can just fly and get there.
yeah, but you can move farther flying, can't you?
He did. He moved 36 meters.
Right, but okay, I guess you're saying you can't fly in a. Never mind.
Yeah, that's the max speed for my jump jet.
Never mind.
And
Okay.
you can't go. This big red circle in the middle, you cannot fly through it. You have to go around it.
Right, but I'm saying couldn't he fly in the hallway or not really?
Yes.
No. I thought he landed. I thought Alex landed.
Well, for whatever reason, Alex decided to
I'm
land.
not going to try to get a 90-degree spin on a jetpack. So I land.
My character, you can decide to do whatever you want. You clearly don't have the Leroy Jenkins mentality that I do.
Alien turn.
Well, I just don't feel like it's a really smart idea to take a 90-degree turn with a jetpack. It seems like a really stupid idea, even if I am an adrenaline junkie when it comes to flying with a jetpack.
Like I said, your character. It's all good.
I'm gonna shoot his other arm.
Okay. So plus 30 once again. That will not be quite as impressive. So it'll only be 2d10 for each gun.
Ooh!
I think he's dead.
Down to 4 shots apiece. Don't want to kill him. I just want him to stop shooting back.
Doing their jobs. They were just doing their jobs.
I was aiming at his arms to disable him.
Yes, I realize that, but he's now at -12. So let's see here.
They can still fix him.
Combat charts. Impact to the arm.
I can still fix him.
Takes an additional 1d10 minus 8. Okay. You want to roll another d10 for me, please?
-8? That's
Yes. Okay. So basically his arm turns into shrapnel and explodes out, and he falls backwards and you can't see him anymore.
Yay, one tech priest down. I mean...
Again, we killed a tech priest, but it's the wrong tech priest.
He might not be dead.
That's racist.
They can fix him. They can make him better, stronger.
Work it. Do it. Something.
Exactly.
Okay, so
There we go. If I
fall
dial like a
damage.
tech priest based off deck punk.
Yeah, I think Daft Punk is the tech priest music. It's what they it's what their litanies, their ceremonies. It's music they play. So
No Dead Mail 5?
I know exactly what they listen to while going into orbit around the planet.
Ouch.
You see it around the world by that point. Just repeating that for 7 minutes. Yeah.
Wow, they're both at the same amount of wounds now as they tumble down, and basically the weight of their own bodies, making it very painful for them.
All of a sudden, I'm just picturing a bunch of tech priests in their bag just waddling back and forth like turtles.
Kiri?
You know, it's tempting to stay and play with the tech priest. But, and by play, I mean stab them. Or shred them, whatever.
Just give me one quick acrobatics roll.
I was also going to ask if I could do awareness to see if I hear anything in the room.
Absolutely.
But I'll test acrobatics. Oh, that's not fantastic.
I think that is 1 point over the necessary DC, isn't it?
I'm fatigued after being stabbed in the leg and vaulting over the thing and sliding down and running.
I'm sorry, but you'll only be able to make it up to Talia in the present situation.
Okay. That's okay, I didn't hear anything anyway.
Vern. He's handed you the printer in a box.
Will take it in my one hand, still keep the auto gun trained and aimed with the other hand, and start backing off.
As Vern gets to about where he is now, I'll just say, Vern, stop walking.
Okay. Is anyone going to try and do anything else to the tech priests?
Unless they try to do something to me.
Defense at this point.
Because if, Alex, if you're just picking up Haley and leaving, Haley, you're not going to pursue any of the tech priests. Kiri, you're not going to pursue any of the tech priests.
I'm going to trying to go after Vern at this point because I was ordered to.
Technically, I still don't know what's going on yet.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure Alex will explain that Talia said, pull back, we have tossed it.
Pretty much. Now get your butt in gear!
Okay.
Well, what about
so, switching to narrative mode, unless somebody had something to do in combat?
Nope. I'm still aiming at toss it now.
So, into
manage.
Shetty. Somebody is demolishing the computer now. Ow.
Sorry.
The computer doesn't work fast if you throw gravel at it.
Okay. Now, for your melted pistol, you're using call item. So go ahead and give me the roll, please. You're still very close to the other field. And, of course, have a demon in your pocket.
Ooh. Ouch.
I don't know.
I had a feeling this was going to be the role that Mike Ada possessed.
No possession. The pistol takes 5 seconds longer than usual. So you're just sort of standing there with your hand open, and then there it is. But, yeah, so for now, Vern was saying louder. Vern?
Yes?
Did he say that out loud?
Yes, he does.
Okay, he's saying that to toss it, I guess?
Mm-hmm.
Toss it will say, I will submit myself to the will of the Inquisition. I have nothing to hide. I may not have acted with the purest of intentions, but I have done what I could to prevent Zilla from obtaining the object which you now hold.
Hey, good thing we have his journal, which proves otherwise.
No, his journal does not prove otherwise.
Well, it shows him that it doesn't mention at all him trying to stop Zilla.
Mm-hmm. But it's a few days old. Well, not a few days, but still. He thought she was showing signs of being fucking witch. A bad witch.
So Krios has his gun pointed at Vern. Vern has the Caspian Magnalis device. Assumably, he hasn't opened the case yet. Shelby has Tosset at point-blank range with her melta gun. Tosset is basically keeping his hands visible, raised, though not like to the sky. And the core ward is just watching silently. And basically, once everybody else gets their butts in gear, Talia, Kiri, you guys can show up at the same time. Alex, you do not show up just yet, because you'll have Haley with you, so you'll be delayed.
Okay, I'll just at least get it on the screen then, so I don't have to zoom out so far.
Haley, you can bring your token up too.
I'm gonna send you a message.
Okay.
I think I might actually as well.
Okay. Hooray for all the secret duplicities.
You know, everybody stabs each other in the back trying to get this device.
Because at this point, out of character, it's time for you guys to decide who you will want your characters to all serve up, or if you want to try that and make a new character.
You went hyper robo there. I couldn't understand a thing you said.
Right, sorry. So it is at this point out of character where you guys get to decide whose master you want to serve, or if you want to actually split up and create new characters. And if we're all going to serve one master, then we need to determine who that is and functionally decide in character how that comes to be. So, yes, for... Just a sec, I need to respond to Fungi first.
I can't make a decision until I see how this goes down a little bit more.
And for what Brooke asked? Nope, he doesn't. He does recognize Shelby, though. So, is anybody in character going to do something, or shall I just have to overrule with Talia?
I'm not there yet.
So I was typing. What's that button?
Okay, you were typing out a message?
Yes. So what happened that I could respond to?
Sorry.
I missed your last sentence.
Oh, I was asking, is anybody doing anything in character?
Oh no, just what you can see.
So Kiri is going to approach Tosset. No. Lost someone from the call.
I don't know.
No reason to...
She's gonna get up in his face and try to be as macho as possible and say her piece about messing around with her family. She may not agree with what they do and how they conduct their business, but they're her family. And there's going to be some choice words in there. I don't have anything in particular that she would say other than she's angry.
He's going to give you the queerest look of what the fuck are you jabbering on about without actually verbalizing any of that.
She's going to let the cat out of the bag about her true identity. Because for the most part, she trusts these people.
So she's announcing that her real name is Dale Titus?
Yes.
Oh, you are a member of the Titus family. I assumed the Titus family was who sent the Inquisition.
No, I'm not sure they have a clue what's going on this
But
ship.
I told them what was going on. Unless, of course, my messages were being intercepted.
You told them? Well, I wouldn't know for sure whether or not they would know because I don't speak to them.
So, At this point, he lowers his hands, puts one under his elbow, and the other hand he touches to his chin and says, "You were insinuated that I somehow offended your family's honor, when in fact you do not even demonstrate any honor to your family yourself."
I'm going to interrupt him. As soon as he puts his hands down, I'm going to shift my gun, aiming from directly at Vern to over Vern's shoulder, and toss it and yell, "Put your hands up."
Yes, of course, my apologies. And he raises them once again.
Tosser.
He said something about honor? Is that what he said? You went kind of robo for me.
Yes, he was saying you suggest that I show dishonor to your family when you, in fact, don't demonstrate any sort of honor to them by not actually even being in communications with your own family.
She just gives him this stare. Can I attempt to conceal my getting out of the combat knife I stole?
So you want to stealthily pull out a weapon?
Yes.
You do, of course, have that massive chainsword in your hand still.
Yes, but I don't want him to know I'm drawing a weapon on him.
You can see the chainsword.
Yes, but I don't want him to know I'm drawing a weapon on him.
Okay, well, go ahead and do a sleight of hand.
Damn it, Shelby. Fuck. What's that plan?
I think
Now,
Anyway.
I just picture you saying out loud, "Now nobody pay attention as I try to grab for my chainsword."
not her chainsword, her little combat blade.
Oh.
And I pointed in his face. I don't think you're here to point fingers. You're in a position to point fingers, mister. And that's all she does, and then she walks away from him. Because she's a little flustered at the moment.
Alex, Haley, you can come into the room.
So here
But
you toss it.
She gives him this death glare the whole time.
So Talia at the back is just sort of looking over the situation. And she will... is anybody else taking an action at this time?
Well, Shelby moved closer to cuff it.
Yeah.
No. Not really.
What was the question?
Is anybody declaring an action? So Alex and Haley have walked into the room. They can see that Shelby's got her pistol trained on Tosset. Tosset has his hands raised. There is a very big tech priest sitting at a desk with a very big las cannon behind him. Krios and the tech priest have been chirping at each other, but no one can understand what they're saying. Varna did, of course.
Alex is just going to draw her shotgun and keep it aimed on Tosset as she gets closer.
So you're drawing your weapon on Tosset, you said?
Yes.
Okay, so Vern's still just standing there with the device.
Then aiming at something.
Hold on.
It's getting
I'm
kind
gonna
of hard. Since there is people on the way.
Can I confront Vern about holding the device and...
Well, it seems that Jane brought it up, and so Talia will approach Vern and say, all right, hand it over.
There is this moment that if you could see Vern's face, it's all torn up and really don't know what to do. But
Oh.
he will hand the device. The path has been chosen.
Sorry, I was just sending a message. So you're handing the device over to Talia.
Yes, the path has been chosen.
The path has been chosen. Shelby, please have Mr. Tossett come over here and demonstrate how to activate this device. We need to send a message to Havicus. He needs to know what's taking place on this ship. And I believe this device can have us send that message to him. So she's just leaving Tossett where he's standing? Okay, so bring Shelby on over.
I'm not sure I trust Tossett by himself.
He's still just standing with his hands raised. Although Krios is at the opposite end of the room, Krios does technically still have his hell gun trained on him.
And Varen hasn't never turned off the gun.
Okay.
No, he's now pointing his hell gun at Tossett in the wood.
Mm-hmm. I never said that I turned my gun away from Tossett. I don't trust this fucker at all.
Okay, pretty much everyone's going to be able to hear you say that in the group anyway, Fungi, so you may as well just say
Yeah. The core ward is suspicious. It says nothing to prove its innocence, nor anything to prove its guilt, but it won't comply either way.
We'll look into the core ward as well. For the immediate moment, though, she takes Shelby's data slate and beads. Right, of course. Core ward. Knowledge. Core ward will look up at Talia and say, identify yourself. Talia will hand the Caspian Magnalis device to Shelby and approach the core ward. And she will state that she is... did we ever give her a last name, Jess? No, okay. Well, Talia, insert last name here. Member of the Acolytes of Inquisitor Havicus, of the impressive title here, yada, 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 sent to this ship to investigate suspected heresy, and we sadly have to report that we had discovered some horrific problems. She will then kind of dawn on her that Shelby isn't currently actually being monitored with the Psychana blade, but to change that now would lose face in front of Tossett and the other one. So there will be a brief moment where her weakness is showing, and I'll scrutiny for the other two. Oh dear. I think Tossid is picking up on something. But Talia just sort of squares her shoulders and states, we have in our possession a relic of demonic composition, which we intend to, I guess purge would be the appropriate, purge by making use of the Geller field in the chamber next to this one. As I understand it, you have the authority to tell the tech priest there to stand down. The core ward gives a kind of acknowledging tonal, kind of like when a computer like, sound effect saying, that's correct. Anyone know what I'm trying to describe?
Yeah.
Just like a stock sound file.
All right.
Yeah, pretty much. This, however, Tossit will approach very slowly towards Talia, and will anyone shoot him?
Vern
If he steps
will
forward,
raise his
right, go for it.
weapon even higher.
As
Yeah,
soon as he
hold.
does, as soon as Tossid does anything,
So Vern says he rose his gun higher. What does Krios do?
As soon as he moves, I'll tell him to stop.
You're telling him to stop as well?
Well, unless Vern's already done it, then I won't say anything.
Well, you could all happen to be the
Shall
same
we pull
moment.
the trigger?
Really? Shelby shooting?
It would seem so.
You realize that she doesn't exactly have a clear line of sight. But,
Yeah, I'm dead.
Right through Talia.
okay.
oh,
Yeah.
she's gonna kill Talia.
Yeah. His hands were still raised, but mhm.
That's gonna
Oh, I'm so toast.
Just right. Okay. So we will hear that kind of a click and a hiss, but nothing happens.
Do you poke it?
So at this point, everybody please give me an awareness roll.
I make it.
I think I make it.
So I think Krios and Haley are the only ones who don't. So I may as well just say it out loud, and you two will just not
Ignore
be aware if you can manage that. Tossit whispers to Talia, that is not a very smart idea. I don't know if you've never dealt with demons before, but I do not recommend placing a demonic relic anywhere near the Geller field.
Can I do scrutiny to see if he's lying?
Sure, absolutely.
I do the same.
Yeah, absolutely.
Alex is just gonna take it at face value because she doesn't know nothing about tech. Up to the back grade of tech, at least.
Kiri is quite certain, as a noble to another noble, that Tossit is at least certain of what he's saying. It might not necessarily be true, but he seems to believe it's true.
Okay. I don't do anything about this at the moment.
Vern, it's still kind of up in the air for you. Tossit's kind of hard for you to read. Krios, you're being tapped on by Shelby.
What? Do I still have my last pistol? Or rather, Farnder's last pistol?
It could be in your pocket, sure.
Keeping my trigger hand on my rifle, I'll draw the pistol and hold it towards her by like the barrel so she can grab the grip.
I don't think that's going to make Shelby happy.
Well, last time I fixed an anti-tank gun.
It backfired.
Yes.
Literally backfired.
I'll
Or more
give her a very,
side-fired, I guess.
I'm going to give her a very stern look that simply says, "Not now. Use this or nothing."
Pew pew.
And put the last pistol back in her pocket and just like bat her hand away, and then go back to having both hands on the gun.
Yep. All right. Talia will look very frustrated and say, "Core Ward, you may wish to tend to your men. We will use your meeting room for a discussion at this time." Core Ward stands up, revealing that he's like 8 feet tall, picks up his las cannons, swings over his shoulder, and very, very stiff motions, starts to head out of the room.
So that's what Krios is going to look like in a few years.
I got mad about the guy at the top of the stairs.
He's a big fucker.
I was really hoping he wouldn't have legs.
Well, to be fair, they're not so much legs as they are metallic tree stumps.
Yeah. My backup plan was if we incriminate him, just go behind him, pick up that cannon and go, "What you gonna do?" and then walk out.
And then he just activates his Potentia coil and you're magnetically pulled towards him.
The
And that's you.
this guy is a slightly organic version of Ed 209.
Sorry, what was that, Bob?
So pretty much this guy is a slightly organic version of Ed 209.
I have no idea what that is.
The giant walker from RoboCop.
Oh, okay. He does not have chicken legs, but... So at this point, Talia is just kind of frustrated and flustered, saying, "You've apparently had dealings with demons before then, hmm?" And she's both hide playfully with one hand, but immediately raises that hand back up again if anyone motions with their gun, saying, "Why, yes, indeed, I have helped the Titus family in a couple of situations in the past. And we would need to perform a proper ritual." Now, you were saying you were a subordinate of Havictus. Well, I've never met the man personally. I've heard great things of him, and I'm quite certain that he has resources to properly bash such a beast. Anybody want to respond to Service's claims?
What was the end of it? It kind of got mumbled.
Sorry.
Crumbled.
Tosset was saying that Inquisitor Havictus is a great honorable man, and Tosset never met him personally, but it's certain that Havictus has the resources to properly purge the demons.
Can I scrutinize him to make sure he's telling the truth again?
Absolutely.
This verse will say that this kind of relic, or how would you ever call it, purchased someone extremely strong-willed and holy to do that.
Sorry, Vern, Frosty, I missed the middle part of your sentence.
That basically said that to get rid of this kind of relic, as some may call it, but you would need someone with very strong willpower and holy at that.
Indeed.
Was he lying? I rolled a 4.
He is completely certain that what he is saying is the truth.
Yeah.
By all accounts, he seems to have no inclination to lie to the Inquisition.
Alex can speak up, ma'am. Maybe we should trust them and use a surefire method over something that we don't know will work in the first place.
You'll just get a death glare from Talia.
Kiri's gonna say to her, it's pretty clear to me that he's not lying to you. Whether or not what he says is completely true, I don't know. But he's fairly certain in what he's saying.
She sighs and nods to Curie and says, right. So it leads us back to the decision of using the device to contact Havictus or trying to contact Havictus with the Astropath. Oh, we lost someone from the call. Frosty?
Firster.
I blame Tosset.
Sorry. So, yeah, Frosty's gone totally offline. Oh, when he comes back, we'll... Yeah. So, out of character, what are the votes? Should we use the Caspian Magnalius device, or should we trek all the way up to see the Astropath?
I don't like the idea of taking a demonic artifact, a whole bunch of Astropaths. So I'm up for using the device.
I'm going to say device only because I like to go Leroy Jenkins.
We should at least try and contact someone that knows what they're fucking doing.
Sorry, I was just... What was the votes?
Use it.
I'm up for using the device because I don't want to take a demonic artifact, Astropath.
Bungie?
I think using it down here would be silly. We should contact people that know what the fuck they're doing.
Tosset knows how the device works, apparently.
Yes, but we can't exactly trust him, can we?
Yeah,
maybe like
apparently can.
Well, she lied about being part of the Inquisition. She's already killed a member of the group. I'm sorry, I don't trust her further than I can throw, the core ward.
Did I say you could scrutinize what I said? Or you could have.
I could roll a 1. Right, I could roll a 100 or a 1. I am still, as far as Curse is concerned, you're sketchy as fuck.
Frosty.
All right, Joe, Frosty, Jess, what are your votes?
4.
Do we use the Caspian Magnellus device, or do we go up to the Astropath and use them to send a message?
I have no fucking clue. Vern doesn't know which one works better.
If we use the device, I would say we take the device away from the Mechanicus.
Mm-hmm.
You what, mate?
Well, not you. I mean the other Mechanicus.
Allow me to put that into relative terms. black people can't get it. Oh, no, you're fine. But the rest of them, they're all bad.
No, they're the ones that are more likely to kill us. I don't want to screw with a guy who's an 8-foot-tall giant with a las cannon.
What about a 6-foot-tall guy with a las cannon?
I'm going to say that we use astropath since we don't know that this thing actually works and how reliable it is. Although astropath not that reliable either, but we don't really have a choice here.
So most of the votes out of character have been for the device, but it looks like in character, more people are saying they'd rather do the method they are familiar with rather than the potentially hazardous, potentially non-functional method. Shall we flip a coin, or shall I have Talia decide?
Talia should decide. Ultimately, it's up to her.
She's the one in charge. Ultimately, the final decisions with her.
So it seems fitting that she would decide.
One hand, tech relic. On the other hand, the astropath is probably the one in Haley's head.
All right. Well, in that case, I've made up my mind for what Talia will do, but I would also like to ask all of you out of character. I've got 10 potential options lined up for who you could all end up serving after this mission is done. Would you guys like to hear my suggestions, or would you just like to shout out your own suggestions?
First one, then the other.
You want me to list them and then you'll tell me?
Vice versa, I think. Let's hear what people want to say.
So, okay, you want to hear what people have to say, and then I'll tell you what the options could be in addition to.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we'll start reverse alphabetical order this time with Sam the Fungi.
Fuck's sake. This is fucking bullshit. Krios just wants out of the Mechanicum.
Mm-hmm.
So if that's working for the Inquisition, he'll happily work for the Inquisition.
Okay, now I realize you don't really know what happened before Fungi, so let me just tell you. The main group for the original campaign was serving under an interrogator by the name of Machiasen, who claimed to work for an Inquisitor whose name he never said. There were 3 other members to his team who were subordinate to him, but they were all basically of equal rank in the Inquisition, all basically direct subordinates of an Inquisitor, but Machiasen was the one who was calling the shots as the interrogator. The player characters never met the Inquisitor. The closest they ever got was Veda. He's pretty sure she saw him waiting in the shadows while she was talking to Machiasen.
Was he 8 foot tall and very bulky? Maybe called Alfarius?
Vern, I think, has some more information about it, but I can't remember how much I revealed to him.
I do believe I have very little, because for some reason Machiasen has tried to keep this a secret.
Yes, Machiasen has been very secretive. He is considered a radical by other Inquisitors, and in fact, Talia knows Vern by association with Machiasen, because according to Talia, Machiasen's Inquisitor died years ago, and Machiasen has been operating independently without any actual authority. He hasn't been declared excommunicate traitorous, or however you pronounce that, but he is kind of up near the top of the list of problems with the Inquisition.
Yeah, I think you gave that information to Vern too, that the Inquisitor might be dead, but that's just a rumor.
Yeah,
that Vern has uncovered, but and again.
That's exactly it. If Mikaison's Inquisitor really was dead, then Mikaison should not have access to the resources that he has access to. Clearly, someone is giving him immense power and immense knowledge that is on par with a high-rank Inquisitor. The other option, of course, is Havictus, who is a Puritan, who only has Shelby with such high regard for personal reasons. Other witches and psychers and the like, he's not too keen on them. He tends to like the purge them all and let the Emperor sort them out mentality towards inquisitioning. But Talia is a well-respected minion of his, and Talia is a little more flexible in that regard. So working for Inquisitor Havictus would mean Talia, Torquus, and Duran for years to come, potentially. Another option, potentially, is to work for the Mechanicus. I don't know if you quite want that, Fungi.
Sure, I'll have another 3 decades of picking up shitty las pistols that don't work and not being allowed shoes. That sounds wonderful.
Don't forget the insertion of weird devices into you.
No. They don't even let me do that.
Oh, right, yeah.
Like, if you look at Pulp Fiction, rather than being the gimp in the corner, my character is the desk at the top, like in the shop. I'm not even allowed to be the gimp.
Another potential option is to work for the Titus family.
No way. No way. I'm not keen on that. Oh, by the way, Mom and Dad, I guess I'm coming to work for you. I don't really like you, and I think you're scum, but yeah.
Another option is to work for the Temple Tendency. This is a fanatical group of the ecclesiarchy who believe that the entire Imperium should be under their rule and no one else.
Huh, and I wonder which one in the group belongs to that group.
You could actually work for Cerberus. Mr. Tosset, right there. He could become your new boss.
Nope.
Yeah. Yes, I know.
By the way, his was the one that involved the pirates, where for combat I wrote down Yo-ho, ahoy, yar, grog.
Now that you mention it, I am warming up to that idea.
Yeah, now that you said pirates.
There could also be VR bites, although that particular avenue is kind of squandered with Gallius being in his current condition. But we could potentially restore Gallius and bring you into the Arbites.
Who wants to work for me?
Blam.
Except for Haley.
Blam, 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 blam,
I guess
blam.
technically Vern is also still in the Arbites, so...
Yeah, I'm totally well, technically, yes, kinda no. I mean, he was kicked out of Arbeit, but he still fucking goes there because who the fuck is going to say no to a
right.
Vern?
And the last 3 options, which I haven't fully detailed yet, would be continuing to work with the crew of this ship, to work with another family related to Kiri's character, another noble family, or
basically stay on the topic of working for the ship. Fuck everyone on the ship.
or just going independent.
I don't like everyone going independent. Means everybody in the Imperium will be on our ass.
So really the big choice is between Havictus and Mikaison. And the other choices are pretty much, I'm pretty sure everybody said no to some degree or another.
I just want to work for my tainted, noble-blooded family. I wouldn't be opposed to it. She just wouldn't be particularly happy. Like, don't let my,
Chris is already pretty.
Okay. So I'm
pretty
asking out of character. Your character decisions are your character decisions. What do you as players think would be the most fun?
Either pirate. I kind of like the idea of working for servers. I know, honesty. Other than
Okay, we've got one for Cerberus, one for Machiasen.
I'm stuck between the two Inquisitors.
I wouldn't want to work for Havictus.
Havictus.
Havictus. I wouldn't like work with him because as soon as we showed up with Vern and Carrie, he would instantly have them both executed.
He could be merciful.
Yeah, basically I would have to do some GM setting there. Vern would probably end up locked away, and Frosty would have to make a new character for at least a little while. Vern would be able to return eventually, but Frosty would need an interim character if we were to go Havictus. Kiri, I'm pretty sure I could come up with something that Torcus could do to sort of ensure Kiri doesn't end up locked up in a dungeon or executed. Yeah, Vern would be kind of screwed there. So if you choose Havictus, be aware that Frosty would need to make a new character. And do you really? That's Frosty.
Yes, I mean, I'm just kidding. No, that would.
But as a player, though, I think working for Tosset and the Pirates should be a bit more interesting, as well as working for Machias.
No, not working for the Pirates. Tosset wants you to kill the Pirates.
Okay.
I don't think I know enough about the Inquisitors to make a decision out of character, so.
Pretty much for me, it would be, as a player, it would be Machiasen or Tosset.
Joe, what's your vote?
Out of character, Machiasen or Havictus would be fun.
Okay, sir, you went full robot there.
Like I said, I'm split between a Havictus and Machiasen because, well, fuck Machiasen.
Are you not interested in resolving the mystery of Machiasen?
Yeah, that's
or do
why.
you not even want that?
That's actually why. That's actually why I'm interested in going that route.
Okay.
You know, fuck him because he's an asshole. It'd be really interesting. Havictus, just for, I don't know, ease, I guess. And I think then there's also the Ecclesiarchy, because I believe that's the one Haley is part of.
That's correct. The Temple Tendency.
Yeah.
By the way, they would be they'd be the most manipulative, honestly. The Temple Tendency would be sending you on missions with, like, no information at all, saying, kill this whole group, destroy this whole thing. Why? We're not telling you why. We're the Ecclesiarchy. Just do what we goddamn say.
So that's pretty much the
in character. I'd have to go with that because of all the backstory.
We know, yeah.
Like
you and I know.
I don't have much of a choice there. But if you could string me along to any of the other ones, I will completely fucking go.
Okay.
I would have to put the vote towards Machiasen, but you could probably keep me doing missions for the other guys.
So we'll come back to you, Fungi. I think I've got everybody else's opinion.
Well, no.
But did I not get you, Frosty?
Well, kinda, sort of, but, out of character, Vern is fucking torn between the two Inquisitors. He kinda chose Havictus at this point, but then again, there's still a chance to change that. Kinda, sorta, maybe.
Let me put it this way, out of character. Havictus would lock Vern away for a very long time before Vern would be allowed back into play, basically. So if your vote is for Havictus, we'd have to give you a temporary character for the next 2 missions.
Yeah. I really wouldn't mind that. I mean, Vern is fun to play, but, you know, if it needs for the story to go away...
Now, if you were to choose Makaisen, however, then not only would you potentially get to unravel the secrets there, Vern would have Vern would be getting quite a nice little promotion.
What? Vern would get some? Yeah, and you went Robo.
Vern would be getting quite a nice little promotion.
Oh.
Because as much as you don't trust Makaisen, he seems prepared to give Vern a lot of longitude. What's the word I'm looking for?
Leeway.
Leeway. Yeah, leeway is good.
Latitude, leeway. Yeah. Waffles. And
Yeah.
so you're still kind of undecided.
I'm gonna put my
I'm
down
kind of.
for Mackie boy.
I mean,
Sorry, just a sec. What was that, Joe?
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Joe, did you say you had switched the recording?
No, but I should at this point. Yeah.